Everyone looked at the leaderboards and laughed. Leon Carte was ranked 179th. His classmates thought he was struggling. They thought he was hiding in a hole, terrified of the demon abyss. They were wrong. While they were fighting to survive against single monsters, Leon wasn't hiding. He was building an army, and he was about to unleash a plague of death upon the entire exam. Rewind to the moment of descent. Leon's body shrank. His flesh dissolved into mist. In seconds, he was no longer human. He was a small white jade skeleton with a smooth, round skull. He was the sealed skeleton lord. The air of the demon abyss was toxic to everyone else. It rotted skin and drove students insane. But to Leon, it felt like fresh oxygen. He took a deep breath. The demonic energy fueled his soul fire. This wasn't a prison. This was home. He immediately tested his summoning limit. The exam allowed 1 summon per day, capped at 100 units. Leon called forth 100 devourer locusts. The result was brutal. Within an hour, the toxic atmosphere liquidated 94 of them. Only 6 survived. 3 were crippled. But 3 mutated. They twisted and cracked, evolving into corrupted locusts. Mindless, violent, and immune to the environment. Leon grinned. Adaptation was the only rule here. He pulled up the mission list. He needed points, and he needed them fast. Mission 49. Collect 100 bone demon fruits. 20 points. It was low-tier trash work, but it was safe. Leon led his 3 corrupted locusts into the black forest. The locusts were efficient. Their serrated jaws sawed through the iron-hard stems, gathering the skull-shaped fruits in minutes. But the noise attracted attention. The ground began to rumble. Rotting hands punched through the soil. 20 corpse walkers dragged themselves out of the dirt. They smelled of putrefaction and death. Leon didn't retreat. He wanted to test this new body. He charged. He looked like a fragile toy, but he moved like a bullet. His bone claw punched straight through a zombie's chest. The zombie didn't care. It swung back. Leon didn't dodge. He slapped the zombie's head clean off its shoulders. Instant kill. He tore through the remaining 19 like a whirlwind of white bone. Physical immunity. Infinite stamina. The skeleton lord avatar was a cheat code. Leon cleared the area and stockpiled the fruits. He realized something. Mission 49 was repeatable for different students, but the resources were scarce. He had a monopoly. He opened the class communication channel, selling 100 bone demon fruits, accepting trade for resources. The chat went dead. Then it exploded. Is that allowed? He's scalping us during an exam? Shut up and take my money. I need those points. Even Mr. Smith, the proctor, had to step in. Trading local resources is permitted. The bids flooded in. Leon traded fruits for frog skins, zombie fangs, and poison herbs. He cleared 2 more missions instantly. His score jumped to 80 points. He hit rank 18. But not everyone was buying. Somewhere in the wasteland, Albert watched the chat and sneered. Albert had descended as a demonic sub-dragon. He was a towering beast of scales and fire, surrounded by a pack of 100 hellhounds. You just revealed your location, Leon. Albert growled to himself. Stay right there. I'm coming to end you. Leon didn't know a dragon was hunting him. He had a different problem. His locusts were slow at reproducing. 3 corrupted locusts weren't enough to conquer a map this big. He needed soldiers. And then, the abyss provided. A rattling sound echoed from the tree line. A squad of skeleton soldiers marched into the clearing. They were looking for the bone demon fruits to strengthen themselves. They saw the empty trees. They saw Leon holding the harvest. The soldiers raised their rusted weapons, their soul fires flaring with rage. They prepared to charge. Then, they saw what Leon was. They froze. The weapons dropped from their bony hands. One by one, the skeletons fell to their knees. They slammed their skulls against the dirt in total submission. It wasn't fear. It was instinct. Leon was a lord. They were commoners. Hierarchy in the undead world was absolute. System alert, new believers acquired. A15 skeleton soldiers have pledged loyalty. Leon laughed. He didn't just get soldiers. He got a commander. Leading the squad was a massive skeleton knight. Rank: Transcendence Undead. Talent: Iron Bone Summon Skeleton. This knight was a lost straggler from a defeated army. Now, it belonged to Leon. Leon didn't waste time. "You look weak." He projected his will into their minds. He opened his inventory and pulled out high-grade bone crystals. He tossed a massive chunk to the skeleton knight and scattered the rest to the soldiers. The skeletons went into a feeding frenzy. They absorbed the energy greedily. Their gray bones turned white and hard as steel. Evolution complete. Iron Bone Skeleton Scoins. The skeleton knight roared, its aura doubling in intensity. Leon handed out steel weapons from his stockpile. In 10 minutes, he had turned a group of refugees into a kill squad. Now, he was ready for the real work. Mission 280. Destroy the flesh golem nest. Enemy count: 10,000 units. Agents would need a week to clear this. Leon walked his squad to the edge of the valley. Below them, thousands of flesh golems wandered aimlessly, massive lumps of muscle and rage. A frontal assault was suicide. But Leon had a necromancer. "Lure them," Leon ordered. One iron-bone skeleton ran down, danced in front of the golems, and ran back up. 100 golems roared and chased it. They ran straight into the ambush. Leon's squad slaughtered them in seconds. Then, the magic happened. The skeleton knight stepped forward. He raised his black sword over the pile of fresh corpses. Skill: Summon Skeleton. The flesh melted off the dead golems. Their bones snapped and reformed. 100 new skeletons stood up. They turned and joined Leon's ranks. Leon smiled. This wasn't a battle. It was a recruitment drive. He repeated the cycle. Lure. Kill. Resurrect. Lure. Kill. Resurrect. His army grew from 15 to 100. From 100 to 1,000. From 1,000 to 3,000. By the time he launched the final assault, the valley was a sea of white bone. 7,000 skeletons poured into the nest like a tsunami. The remaining flesh golems didn't stand a chance. They were hacked to pieces, stripped of their flesh, and added to the horde. 3 hours. That's all it took to wipe out a fortress. The skeleton knight presented a bloody trophy to Leon. Heart of flesh. Relic. Leon took it. Points: 60. Rank: 108. Leon looked at his new army. Over 8,000 soldiers stood in silence, waiting for his command. He checked the time. It was barely midnight. The exam had just started, and Albert was still out there, thinking he was hunting a helpless victim. Leon turned his empty eyes toward the horizon. Let them come, Leon thought. I have room for more soldiers.